British hostages are saying more with their body than they are with their mouths. I don't know how to read body language, but we have a body language expert from the UK. His name is Robert Phipps. He is joining us now. Robert, welcome to the program, sir.
Good evening to you, Glenn.
Tell us what you have learned as a body language expert who has been looking at these clips. What are they telling us? Anything?
Well, they're telling us that they're trying to mask and do the best of a bad job, because if we look at the first footage of Faye Turney, what she did, yes, like you said in your introduction, she was smoking a cigarette. However, it wasn't a confident smoking of a cigarette because she decided to blow the smoke down. Now, when you're feeling confident and outgoing and assuming you've got nobody in front of you, you blow the smoke straight out or you blow the smoke up in the air. She didn't. She chose to blow it down. Also, her eyes were looking down and to the right. This is what we do when we are engaging our emotional channel, so sort of gauging how we feel and how we feel about the pressure that we're under.
Now, I saw some clips where she was smiling, and you know, it's really hard because we know this has been edited and edited so tightly, but there's times when she's smiling. I mean, can you fake that? Would you fake that? What does that tell you?
Well, the smile is not a genuine smile, because when we genuinely smile, there's two muscles that come into play: the zygomatic muscle at the side of the mouth and the orbicularis oculi under the eye. And what that does is it turns the corner of the lip up and the corners of the eyes up, and you get that sort of symmetrical meeting of the eyes and the mouth. Now, what she didn't do was she couldn't engage those muscles because it wasn't a genuinely felt emotion. So what she did was a masking smile. It literally sort of appeared on the face, and it disappeared just as quickly. And she didn't show any teeth. Now, when you smile genuinely and happily, you show your teeth.
Okay, now tell me about the map. There's something, I think this was from the hostage Summers. What did you learn from this?
From Nathan Summers, when he was sitting there, what was interesting was he was obviously being coached to the right-hand side. And each time he mentioned about going into Iranian waters, he has this very uncomfortable shuffle in the chair. 3 times he mentions it, 3 times he shuffles in his chair. Also, at that point, his blinking rate increases from 2 to 3 blinks to 8 or 9 within the same time period.
And the blinking is a sign
It's a sign of stress. A sign of stress that you want to close your eyes, really, because you want to block these things out. It's a little bit like when you see your favourite team lose a football match or something like that. You tend to cover the face, and it's exactly what he's trying to do. But the blinking rate increases when we lie.
Robert, could you do me a favor? Could you watch some videotape of Ahmadinejad for us and tell us if you can read anything to his body language? Is there anything that you have seen in these, and maybe we can have you back and tell us about some of the leaders over in Iran?
By all means, I'll happily do that for you, Glenn.
Great. Thanks a lot, Robert. Appreciate it. Coming up, as yesterday, joined by a body language expert. His name is Robert Phipps. He's over in London. He helped put aside the official statements of what the British hostages were saying and actually started to read their bodies and find out what they were actually saying. We asked him to look at some of the footage of Iranian President Ahmadinejad, gives us the same kind of insight. He's back with us now. Robert, what did you watch and what did you learn?
Hi, good evening, Glenn. Hi. Well, in the first clip, we saw Ahmadinejad just entering a theatre auditorium. And what you see there is that he's quite humble in his body language when he's on his home territory. He's nodding to the crowd. He even sort of tilts his head to acknowledge that. Now, it's not the sort of gesture you would normally see from a leader. Most gestures like that are meant for leadership gestures. They don't nod their head in subordination to